Hi everyone, Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation. We're an emerging nation. Been around about 4.5 years, putting in solid foundations. We're now expanding our economy to improve the liquidity and the value of our currency, and that will benefit all our citizens, and anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, there's no obligation. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's it. We are also a non-separatist organisation, which means that we don't pigeonhole people based on what they look like, where they come from, colour, class, creed, gender, financial status, educational level, all of no consequence. We see everybody simply as a human being, all linked together, part of one big family, but all individually unique, having something unique to offer, and therefore all of equal value. We have a little affirmation that helps us with that non-separatist ideology, and we'll get to that in a moment. But we also have a little opening prayer, and that's to help us find true happiness in life. Not short-term pleasure. You can get that in many different ways. It's not lasting, and it's the ups and downs in life that sometimes you feel there's more downs than there are ups, But it's that inner calm, that joy, that ever new bliss that's within you. And you can't buy that. A lot of people with a lot of money, and they're still struggling, looking for something. They don't know what it is, and they don't know how to get it. And it is that true happiness that is built within, and it only comes through loving service to others. And the great thing about being of loving service to others is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. You don't have to chase after it anymore. It'll all just come to you if you concentrate on being of as much service to as many people as you can. Everything else in life will work out for you. Okay. So with that, let's welcome people in, and then we'll have our little prayer and that affirmation, and we'll get started. So welcome to you, whether you are in this live now with us, or whether you're watching the recording. A lot of people watch the recordings. 7 p.m. London time isn't a great time for everyone. But you're equally welcome, whether it's watching the recording or whether you're here live. It's lovely to have you here live. You can pop your name and where you're from in the comments. You can put any questions you've got in the comments, and we'll do our best to answer them completely. It's also nice to just know that there are a few people here, and I'm not talking to myself. Okay, so let's just welcome a few people in. We've got Ramachandra from Watford in England. We've got Ron from Amsterdam in Holland, Mary from Chicago in the United States, Peter from Cameroon in Africa, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Andrew from Auckland in New Zealand, Maureen from London in England, Norman from Doncaster, England, and we got Pablo here again from the Philippines. He's doing well. He's up at 2 o'clock in the morning to be on these lives. So big welcome to Pablo, and congratulations for his dedication. And I'm sure there'll be a few more joining us, and maybe we'll get some questions in there to answer. But let's get started right away with that little prayer, and then we'll have that affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their lives. Amen. And a little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world, with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, I see we've got Richard in as well from Devon in. Oh no, he's from the Duck in Yeaford. His train must have got waylaid. Right. Lovely to see you all anyway. The big news of the day, of course, is the announcement from Beyond Infinity. I think it's a good announcement. I know a lot of you won't be very happy because you'll have been thinking you were going to get a free car in the near future. Fortunately, some of our members, quite a number, a couple of people that are on here live, have had a free car, and that we as a community had one, which we managed to sell, and we got, can't remember now, about $30,000, I think, which was great. It went into the treasury and helped us to become debt free, or get us on the road anyway. However, we just missed out by a fraction on the next vehicle. I'm sure we were probably the next person in line, and it was a vehicle for $125,000, and it would have been great, but I'm much happier that they are saying, okay, let's have a look at this program, because they've been taking in commitments of millions of dollars a day in vehicles and paying out $500,000 a month in vehicles. And I've repeatedly told you not to hold your breath while you're waiting for your vehicle, because the chances of them ever catching up on that is remote. It would take a minor financial miracle for them to be blessed with sufficient funds to give everybody that was due a vehicle, even if they shut it down for 2 years and just tried to get everybody straight. I don't think they could do it in 2 years. It'd probably take them 1,000 years. So it wasn't sustainable. It was going to ruin the program eventually. And so I'm glad it's gone. I'm disappointed we didn't get our 100,000. We'd probably have raised close to 100,000 from that vehicle. And it would have, of course, benefited many of our citizens in getting them repaid for some of the generosity that they've expressed in joining in some of our programs that haven't benefited them financially so far. From our point of view, it's better to have that residual income, and I would suggest to all of you that are in that car plan, don't get upset because you've not got your car, or you're not going to get your car. I mean, they've not decided definitely that you won't, but it's not official yet, but it should be, because in all honesty, you're not going to get a car if you've not got one already. So it's bad from that point of view, but the card, as I've always tried to make you understand, is pretty much a free gift. What you were going to gain from being in that car plan more than anything is the shortening of the time span and the increasing of the value of your Beyond Infinity Gold program into passive income. And that is going to be worth far more to you in the future than a one-off hit for a car, in all honesty. Provided that plan continues as it has been doing. We don't know whether it will or not. We have no way of knowing that. What we do know is that Beyond Infinity has shifted from the uncertainty of trading in most of its programs, which we've done also, and nearly every program that started off involved in trading has either gone out of business or changed their strategy. it's not that trading can't be profitable. It's just that to do it on a massive scale and be paying out and do it regularly is really, really very, very difficult. And but they're moving into this nodes program, which basically is providing a much wanted service and sharing out the income from that service in a very brief, short way. Now, I know a lot of you have got interest in that through either directly getting involved in buying nodes or through our co-op, which has quite a lot of nodes. I can't remember how many now. But that is the future of Beyond Infinity. The other programs that they have will hopefully keep going and go from strength to strength and start generating passive income for you before the nodes program kicks in and starts producing some real income. It's going to take a while for that node program to produce significant income, in my opinion. I might be wrong. It might happen quite quickly. But it is a very sound way of going forward. Let's just have a look because we've got a few more people in. We have. Who do we have? We had Norman from Doncaster, I remember. And we had Richard from the Duck. Old Speckled Hen. It's the duck or the old speckled hen. It could be both, I think. Okay, we've got Carl in from New Zealand. We got Eric in from Quebec in Canada. We got Derek in from Wado City in Nigeria. Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. We got Paul Upto on Twitch. Not sure where he's from, but he's very welcome here to join in and find out what we're doing. We got Kingsley in from Manchester in England. He's lucky enough to have got a car eventually. It took him a while, but he got it. We got Charles from Nigeria. Richard's clarifying that. It's a pub in Yeford in Devon, and I'm drinking a pint of Muddy Duck. Okay. No sign of any chickens apart from the one I'd be taking to the station while I'm waiting for the train. Okay. Right. So that really is the message from Beyond Infinity. I have made some suggestions to Victoria about what I think would help in the move away from the car program and to help the people feel a little bit less miffed, if you like. I'm sure she'll read them, whether or not they are considered viable or worthy of consideration. I'm not sure. But whatever happens, we have no control over it anyway. It is a third-party program, and we are just affiliates like every one of you. Okay, so that is that I suppose is the big news. Now today on some of our program, or one of our programs, Share Hope program, there were a lot of people whose subscriptions expired, and I think there's been a lot more this today. Now, when it expires, if you've got funds in your deposit account, it will automatically update round about 4:30, I think it is, when we check and say, okay, this subscription's ended. He's got money in his deposit account in Share Hope. We'll upgrade you, and then you'll get you'll be back up to being a paid member. If you haven't got funds, you need to put them in there. Now, if you have got funds and you're worried about it not working, you can always go manually into your account and click on the activate link and just click the button and it'll upgrade you there and then. If you're not sure, you can always go into that activate link anyway, and it will tell you when your subscription expires. And it does there give the date. Now, we had a query about this yesterday, but it was more about being able to see the downline's date of expiration. But the fact that it is in there means it's going to be easier for us to pick out and put in to information on your behalf. It might take a while to get it done, but it should be relatively simple because it is there as a date in the database that is already being accessed. And that way you'll be able to keep a track of your downline and jolly them along, because nobody wants to drop out. If you drop out, you're throwing a wonderful opportunity out of the window. Will you be able to get back in? Yeah, of course you will. But you won't get back in the same place, and in your guarantee will start from when you come back in. And, you know, if you've been paying for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, whatever it may be, those are all weeks of your guarantee. And once you've been involved for 52 weeks, you would never have to pay anything out of pocket again. The likelihood is you will have reached that stage where you're not paying out of pocket before that. But if you haven't reached that stage in 52 weeks, we will step in for you and we will pay for you until you are generating enough income to stay in without putting your hand in your pocket. I can't tell you how long it's going to take before you're making 6,000, 15,000, 20,000 or whatever it may be that you get to. But once it's not costing you anything, it doesn't, I mean, it does matter because you want to be there quicker, but that's up to you. You can move it along faster at any time. But if you want to be 100% passive, the important place to get to is to that break-even point. If you're active, you only need 2 referrals to get into profit. Let's be reasonable and fair about this. So you don't ever want to lose those matrix positions and the start date of your pro membership, because if you drop out, even if it's just for a week, and you come back in, you're restarting. You've lost that position and you're starting again, and you've got to do 52 weeks again. You've lost 4, 8, 12, 16 weeks, so however long we've been going, however long you've been in. Don't let it happen. I did send a message out about it today. We do need to generate some specific emails to people about it. I think there should be some going out anyway, but I'm not clear on that at this moment in time. It's something we're going to have to look at. We've been working with various other things and checking other emails on the We Share Abundance side, and we'll get into the Share Hope program in the near future. But in the meantime, if you've got anybody in your network, in your pay line, in your downline, whatever you want to call it, make sure they don't lose their benefits. Whatever you have to do, push them, pull them, bully them, do whatever. They will regret it drastically as we grow. I think there were 76 people this morning that had dropped out, but I know when we ran it, it jumped back up again quite a bit, and then it dropped down again. So there's a few more people today that their subscriptions have ended. I can't remember what the number is, but I think I've got it in my numbers that I took down here. So I'll give you those in a moment. But also, another thing, somebody was mentioning, he was really upset because he said, my power line went from over 40,000 down to 70 or something like that. And I've got money in my account to upgrade, and why have I lost all those people? Well, the simple fact is that once you are a paid member and in good standing as a paid member, then everybody that's a free member is in your power line. And so if for a short period of time, because you allow your subscription to expire, as long as you get it back within the week before Friday, in other words, then you're good to go. And it'll come back up to that 40,000. But if you stay a free member, you'll be back down to your free member power line, which is just made up of the people that joined We Share Abundance after you did. And it could be even worse, because you could go to the bottom of the power line and lose some other people as well, because you'd lost your position in the power line, you've got an elevated position, and now boom, you're out of. So don't lose your position is the short and critical answer. You get into Share Hope Powerline Plan, just stick with it for as long as it takes. It's only going to take a maximum of a year, $130 at $2.50 a week. If you're totally passive and if things don't work quickly for you, that's the most that can happen, the worst thing that can happen for you, unless you drop out. Because after that, you're home free. You're going to be building your income, maybe slow, it may be fast at other times, but you're going to be building that income, and it will be there for generations, not just for your lifetime. So please, 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 for your own good, it doesn't make any difference to me financially or in any other way, but for your own sake, get in the plan and stay in it. Okay, I can't say it more clearly than that. And we got Nanki up in from Nigeria as well. Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, and Pablo from the Philippines is asking, the 76 aspiring members were being reminded via email, but not their sponsor. Can that email be forwarded also to the sponsor for possible assistance or paying it forward? Once again, it's something that we can look at and get done. I'm not sure how quickly we can get it done, but I will make a note of the emails for Share Hope. Sponsor, member, subscription status. Okay. Right. I've made a note of it. I will get on to the developers about it. It will not be a major priority, but it will be not pushed to the bottom of the list continuously either, because it is something that is a really good idea. Thank you, Pablo. Okay, we've got Don in as well from Vancouver Island in British Columbia in Canada. So that is in the Share Hope plan. what else have we got that I was doing? Oh yeah, Fun Miracles. I had a meeting today. We had the development team and their development team with the group, and it didn't really go as well as I would have liked, I'll be honest with you. But we'll see what they come back with. But I have a meeting with another team tomorrow who we spent a lot of time with in the past, and they're excited to be getting back in touch with us. And if we can iron out just a couple of things with them, I know that we can get them started very quickly on the project. But that meeting is tomorrow. We also got a proposal coming in from the people from the meeting today, but I wasn't impressed with the way they went about the business, quite honestly. I may be wrong. They may come up with a really, really good proposal. So that is where we are with the Fun Miracles. We are trying to push it forward as quickly as we possibly can. Devian has not had time to get into the mall. I mean, we've been doing a lot of things today. Well, I say we, Deviani. I'm just going to have a look and see if there's anything I've missed that we've been doing or she's been doing. Oh yeah, the cron jobs we've been checking on because they've not all been going out as automatically as they should. We're still checking on those. We're still checking on the email system. There was some issue raised in a ticket by a member as to why things were the way they were in his account, and it was his fault. He'd not been active, but we've done our bit for him and we've got him straightened out. But it took a long while to check it all out. Then we had the calls, and yeah, one of the things that's been creating a bit of a problem on the server is if we have as all applications do, we have error logs, but because if we get an error that is reflected through every member, it doesn't necessarily show up in your account or anything. But if we get something that, you know, it could be something really minor, but if it comes up for every member, it creates 50,000 plus entries in the log. And if we get 2 or 3 errors, there's even more entries, and these take up a lot of space in the server, and it prevents it from running in the right way. So we've been looking at how we can modify that to make sure that it doesn't affect the website. But we have to have the logs, because if we get errors, we need to debug them. Tomorrow is a festival in India, so happy Dandiya to our Indians tomorrow. There will be festivities throughout India, and Deviani will be taking some time off, but she will be in that meeting with this other team with me to see if we can get that Fun Miracles thing going. Have we got anybody else in there? No. One other thing, I wonder if I got it here. I have removed my link or the admin link, if you like, from that Bezillion program. Not because I don't like the program. I think it's very good, actually. And also they have, if you get into the site, they have a lot of ways that you can refer people, and you can use those for not only for Beazillion, of course, but you can use them for We Share Abundance or anything else that you're promoting. And it's got quite a lot of good information in that website, so I do quite like it. The reason that I've taken my link out and I've given it to somebody else, what I did is I went as quickly as I possibly could. It's not too easy to do. Through the people that we'd referred, and found somebody that had referred a few himself. And I thought, okay, I'll put his link in instead because he's doing some work. He deserves a bit of encouragement. And so now it's and anything that I promote from there is going to this guy, which is fine. It just means that he is on our first level, and so he is building now our second level. And anything that I promote has his link in, and it will be going into his first level and our second level, rather than it just going more and more and more and more out on our first level, because you have to message everybody to be able to withdraw, and that's just a massive task. We've got like over 200 people that have joined us, and if I'd have thought about it or known about it, I could have perhaps done something differently in the first place, but I didn't, and we didn't. And so at some stage, I'm going to have to message everybody to enable the withdrawal. It's only about $20 or something at the moment anyway. But there is quite a lot of potential in that program, because it is only $1 a month to be a pro member. It's only a little bit more expensive than our Easy Team Builder, and they've grown to almost 20,000 members in a matter of 3 or 4 weeks, I think, since they launched, because of the way they've set this program up. And it just shows the potential for our Easy Team Builder, which I believe is a better program than theirs. But similar in the way that it is very low cost with quite a lot of benefit. So I was just looking at it because I don't. They say, you know, you can make 4,000 if you follow these steps. You'll make $4,335 a year. I don't know how they arrive at that figure. So very, very quickly, it took me about 5 minutes. I just did a quick spreadsheet. I'm not going to bother doing a screen share for it, but I think it's here somewhere. He said, maybe it's not, maybe. Or maybe, I don't know what I did with it then if it's not here. No, I haven't got the spreadsheet apparently. Oh no, here it is. I've got it. But if you refer just 5 people, and that goes through the 5 levels, it shouldn't be hard to refer 5 people for $1 a month, especially when they get $11 to get them started. And that contract for $10 almost pays your fees anyway. So it pretty much it's free. But if you get 5, and that duplicates through the 5 levels, it's worth $2,900 a year. If you get 6 people, it goes, and that duplicates through. you're up to 6,700 a year. I think you should be able to get 10 people. And if you got one person a week and everybody got one person a week for just 10 weeks through 5 levels, you're looking at 50 weeks to complete that. And your income is $74,000 a year, $6,000 a month. That's just getting one person a week for 10 weeks to join. And basically it's free to join, and it's only going to cost a few cents to keep it up and keep it going. So 74,000 is significant income. And if you go up to 12, which we're looking at for the Easy Team Builder, your income shoots up to $177,674.40 if everybody brings in 12. And that would be reached if you just did one a month, like in the Easy Team Builder, and those people joined this Bitzillion thing as well. At the end of 2 years, you'd have another $177,674 onto whatever you were making from the Easy Team Builder, which would be about $200,000. And that would be doubled up if you were at that 100% level to 400,000. And you add this in, you're on over $500,000 a year from 2 programs that really are insignificant cost. And so I think it's a good fit for us in our multiple income streams. And especially when we get the Easy Team Builder up and running, that will be available in the multiple income streams. And it would be foolish for people not to get involved in it as well. And so if you're building at one a month, and everybody's building at one a month, you're looking at an income of over $500,000 a year, well over $500,000 a year in 2 years' time from just those 2 plans. So I think it's a real good fit. It fits in really nicely with us. We've got Michael in from the Bahamas. He's got a question. Yes, he has. So would I have to buy tokens from MetaMask with my credit card and get into my AC wallet? Also, I have funds in my ad credits that I can use. Ad credits are ad credits. They're not funds. You can't use them for anything other than for advertising. So that's the first question answered, or it's the last question answered, actually. And the first part, you can buy tokens in ShareHope tokens, or you can finance your available cash wallet either with a card or with cryptocurrency. If you want to do it with cryptocurrency, then you have to buy it. You can buy it through any exchange or platform that you choose. You can, I believe, I've never bought through MetaMask, but I believe you can with Transact. I think that's who they use. You can buy tokens, and you would need to buy the BNB token, which is the Binance Smart Chain token. I don't know what it's called, Binance Smart Chain token. I don't know. I think it's a BNB anyway. Or Tether, but you need to get the Tether onto the Binance Smart Chain. Make sure you're in the Binance Smart Chain. Tether would be better, but you would need BNB as well, because there are fees in transferring Tether, and you need BNB to pay for them. Not much, probably 10 cents or something like that in BNB tokens would be sufficient, Michael. but you do need both. So you would need to buy both because you wouldn't be able to transfer the Tether without having those BNB tokens. What you can do is buy it all. If you wanted $100, say, into your available cash wallet, you could either buy it directly with a debit card from the buy tab in the wallet, or if you want to do it in crypto, you can buy the crypto, and I would suggest you buy 105 instead of $100 worth, so that you've got enough to cover fees. And I would suggest you buy it all in BNB. And then once you've got it, you can transfer $100 of it into Tether, and that would still leave you with $5 in BNB tokens. And then you could upload those Tether tokens from MetaMask into your ShareHope exchange, into your WeShare Abundance exchange, and from there into your available cash wallet. And I don't know whether you've understood that. There is a video about it, and I think I've given the link to you before. But let me see if I can just find it quickly. Just a minute. Here it is. So I'll put this in the comments. And there's a video, and that goes through what I've just tried to relate verbally to you. Okay. So let's see where we are. That was Michael. So I hope that helps you, Michael. Richard's off to the station to catch his train, taking a bottle of pop with him. Eric, soon people will be able to use that OTC, which will help. Yeah, you're quite right, Eric. And I have, in fact, once again, I've spoken to Beyond Infinity through Victoria to see whether or not we can have a discussion with them about whether or not people will be able to buy directly ShareHope tokens. But if not, yeah, you'll be able to just simply go to the exchange, buy Tether, have it sent directly to your wallet, whether it's MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or whatever else you're using, and it'll simplify the process and benefit all the members of Beyond Infinity that have nodes, because there will be some fees. There are always fees, no matter who you buy it from. So you're better buying it from the Beyond Infinity over-the-counter thing, as Eric suggested or mentioned. Those next ones are just my link to that video. But that video should sort it out for you, Michael. I think you've had it before, but watch it again. Okay, numbers. Let me give you the numbers quickly. We have an increase of 83 in the 777 plan to 26,197. A net increase of 11 in our registered members, 50,187. An increase of 3 in our active members to 3,566. ShareHope down 74. As I say, it was down 76 this morning, but it went up, but it's down again to 74. It could well go up considerably at 4 o'clock tomorrow before we run the matrix, but you need to get in touch with everybody and make sure they are back upgraded before they miss out. They've got until 5:30 when the matrix upgrade runs, but they need to do it before that. Just make sure, get them to go into their account and click on the activate tab and click and make sure that they're upgraded. And if they don't have funds, then they've got to deposit the funds into their shareholder deposit account and then click the activate button. But make sure they do it. But it's showing down 74 at the moment to 461. Multiply Visa, no change in the membership. We logged in, we got how much? About 70 something cents. Took us up into the next dollar level, $10,566.21 in the bonus pool. Okay. I think that's covered most of the things that are really important today. Understanding Beyond Infinity, don't lose heart, stick with it. It's the passive income that you want from that BIG plan. Hopefully that will remain intact. No guarantee that it will, no thought that it won't. It's just a third-party plan. We don't know what's going to happen with it, with the changes in the management there. But you can rest assured that the management people that are in place now are honest and reliable. The guy JC, and I'd mentioned this to Victoria, had a bad track record, and apparently it's caught up with him, and that's why he's no longer associated with the Beyond Infinity program. It will be involved in name changes, I think. They've got new companies, but everything will be transferred as is. So no panic, folks. Just stick with it and be grateful that you had the opportunity to invest through that marketing contribution into your BIG plan. It'll benefit you going forward. Make sure your share hook's up to date. Get out there and share some hope, love, and abundance. Go the extra mile and be of loving service to as many people as you can. And I'll be here 7 p.m. London time tomorrow. YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. And by that time, the Matrix will have run, and hopefully we'll have 530 or more people in the Matrix. We don't want to be mourning people that have lost a wonderful opportunity. So that's it from me, folks, and I'll see you later, alligator. In a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile.